All right, nice to see you, John. How you doing?
Nice to see you, Cindy. I'm doing good.
Nice to finally be here in front of you, not talking on the phone.
Yeah, exactly. It's always good to get that face-to-face interaction, you know. So there's just before we get started, I wanted to clarify a couple things that we've talked about over the phone and from the emails that we've sent back and forth. The first email that we received from you guys, you said you're looking for 50 new latest technology computers. I went ahead and kind of sent the different options that I think would fit you guys best. And well, basically I was wondering if that number is still 50, it says up to 50, is it like 25?
Yeah.
Or what are you looking at?
So we still need the original 50. However, we had one of the executives in the company, their computer got stolen like at a coffee shop or something.
Okay.
So we need to get a new computer for him, and it's kind of important. He's one of the higher up guys, so we're looking for a quality computer for him too. And then he has a research assistant that he recently hired who's also going to be needing a computer, so we're up to 52 total. As far as the research assistant goes, we want to make sure that he has a quality computer, but I don't know, because I remember in the email we discussed how my design team is wanting really fast processors.
Yeah, of course.
The 3D imaging for the design, as well as design capabilities, obviously, and then they're interested in the holograms. I don't know if our research assistant is going to be needing a computer with that much capability, but we're definitely looking for something quality so he can help out that exec.
Yeah, absolutely. So looking for around 52 computers, probably from what I remember from what I sent you 4 different models here. The one that you were kind of basically describing, like the newest technology computer with the latest kind of gadgets and gizmos can help you guys out with your consulting with other companies. Immediately I was thinking of the M6700. However, like you said, for your assistants or kind of for like the interns and stuff like that, we can start talking about some of these lower models, like the 4700 and the M3500. We'll talk about that in a sec. First, I want to figure out like what you need in which of these computers. And then a couple other things. Are you looking to have these delivered like tomorrow? Are you looking to have them delivered in a week, or is it just like the timetable's not important?
Yeah. So yeah, as you know, Sagittarius Solutions, we're a very innovative, high-tech company. We're growing a lot. So really, we're looking for the best of the best for our guys.
Okay.
And we're looking for, that, like I said, the high processing speed, the, design capabilities, the 3D imaging, and then we heard about some of the hologram technology that's been coming out that got our design guys really excited, as well as, we give presentations to these companies that we consult with. So that would be a huge benefit. I wouldn't necessarily say it's a necessity, but I mean, it'd be a great thing to have thrown on there. As far as like our timetable, I mean, we're willing to work with you on that. If if the computer's a good fit, and we're trying to work out just those logistics of timings and things like that. I mean, we can have patience and work with you guys. It's really just about finding the right fit for us right now. And so, I mean, what are some of the options that you have as far as like this M6700 computer and even this M4700? Because that's really where our interest lies in, is those faster models. What can you do to help us kind of get those computers in our hands and kind of establish this relationship?
Yeah, absolutely. So we've got, we definitely want to work with you guys here. And with those two, I was prepared to cut off you guys 50 computers. But from what you're telling me, it sounds like the MCC 700 is the one with the hologram technology, and the M4700 is it's only 4 months older, and the only thing it's lacking is the hologram technology compared to the other one. It's got a smaller battery, but just barely, and it's also like half the weight. In my opinion, I almost call the 4700 kind of like the lightweight of the heavyweights, almost in a sense. It does everything that this can do except for the hologram technology. It's got the fastest processors, the i15 by Intel, which is Intel's newest processors. They're high end. It's got extremely nice display. It's got anti-glare, LED, Windows 15. It's got everything that you guys are looking for. Basically, the same hard drives, same specs. So when it comes to those, from what I'm hearing, it sounds like you're looking for just basically to purchase like these two, like some of the really high-end ones, and then some of these this 4700s. And I'm willing to work with you. I know that you guys at Sagittarius Solutions are very are very conscientious of price. Definitely are intellectuals. You're a smart company, and so I want to just be straight up with you and just kind of let you know what some of our discounts are, so that we can lower this price to make it fit for you guys.
Yeah, that sounds great.
Yeah. So some of our discounts. Basically, we have 4 different discounts. We have a delivery discount, a warranty discount, a volume discount, and a payment discount. So our delivery discount is if you postpone the delivery of our M6700 by at least 1 week, we can knock off 3% of all the costs of the C700s. The warranty discount, we really pride ourselves on our warranty, because that's one thing that sets us apart from all the other competition. All the other competition, well, I don't want to talk bad about them, but we have won awards for our warranties and for our help. We can bring that down from a 3-year warranty to a 2-year warranty, and we'll cut off the on-site maintenance, and we can take off a 4% discount for that.
Okay.
We have a volume discount, which would apply to any of these 3. Volume. And it's anything that's older than 6 months. Basically, we just if you order 10 plus of these laptops, we'll just knock off 10% immediately. Almost kind of a clearance rack, if you will, just trying to get rid of the old stuff, get in the new stuff into people's hands. And then a payment discount. And this is up to you guys, because it's hard for a lot of people. But if you're able to pay in full the entire order, we can knock off an additional 2% if you pay in full after 1 week. That's hard for a lot of people, but I always like to put that on the table.
Okay, interesting. So yeah, I mean, sounds like you've got a lot of different options there. I can tell you, like right off the bat, as far as the warranty goes, I mean, like you said, we have a lot of really intellectual academic people who have a lot of background in computer technology, so we probably wouldn't need that on-site maintenance. So as far as the warranty goes, I've talked it over with our design team and some of our tech guys, and we'd be okay with foregoing that. That's kind of something that we're thinking about coming in already, so that would be awesome. And then delayed delivery. That's definitely an option that we can work with you guys on too.
Absolutely.
And as far as the volume goes, realistically, we are looking at the M6700, so it's a little bit discouraging, maybe I would say, just because we really like that model. We really want to get that hologram technology into our senior business scientists' hands.
Absolutely.
As well as our design team, so that they can coordinate with one another to show kind of what the design is going to look like right there in front of them, get the visualized projected image up.
Oh,
but
absolutely.
With as far as like the $67.95 price per unit, it would be impossible for us to do that price right now, just as far as budget constraints go. As you know, we're a growing company, so our working capital can be a little tight. That leads me to kind of our next issue as far as like the full payment up front. That's going to be a little difficult for us.
If you mind me asking quickly, how soon do you think, or what's your goal for how soon you guys can pay?
Yeah, 30 to 40 days.
Okay.
We can start making payments after that, and we can definitely make a large down payment, even up to or over 50%.
Okay.
If we can work something out there, so that way you have that assurance that our business is good, that we're going to be faithful on those payments. It's just a matter of like after 30 to 40 days, that cash flow frees up a lot more for us. We can get that new cycle of the cash flow. So I don't know if there's a way that we could, work in that discount if we pay up to a certain percentage of the down payment, or how that would work for you guys.
Absolutely. Well, I'm willing to work with you guys, and it sounds like you guys are willing to work with us. You want the highest end technology. We're here to offer it. And I understand that price point. A lot of people have issues with that, and so I'm just here to get those computers into your hands. For now, I have a couple of deals that are kind of going on in my head right now, and I'm kind of plugging in some numbers here.
Okay. Yeah, let's see what we're working with.
Yeah, of course. And due to the unfortunate nature of your boss and getting his laptop stolen, and all that jazz. And you originally sent off for up to 50 computers. I'm willing to work. I was throwing just 2 free laptops if we get 50 computers in there.
Oh wow!
Yeah. So well, yeah. I mean, from what
That'd
you're
be
saying is that you probably have like the M6700 for your boss, and then for his assistant, was he the other one that got his laptop stolen?
Yeah.
Probably just throw one in M4700 just so you can kind of see the differences between those, or you at least have those up.
So the M4700 for the assistant.
Yeah, absolutely, and the 6700.
Yeah, well, I don't turn down free lunch. So
yeah, right. Yeah, absolutely. That's kind of the first thing I'm thinking of. And then I went ahead and put in some of these discounts. So for the delivery discount, it's 3%. So that's postponed delivery by 1 week of this model.
Mm-hmm.
And then we have the warranty discount, that's 4%. So that adds to a total of 7% for the M6700. And then oh wait, that's wrong. Then for the 4700, I'll just show you what I'm doing here. It makes it a lot easier to talk about it. So then for the 4700 here, I went ahead and added a discount of 14%, and where that comes from, that's the volume discount, because you are ordering more than 10.
Okay.
And so that's 10% off this order, and then additional 4% for that warranty discount that we were talking about earlier. And now I am willing to work with these numbers and even boost them up a little bit more in case the price point isn't working. But as standing right now, just with the 2030 for a total of 50 laptops, the 2 free included if we complete this deal, this is the price point we're looking at.
Okay. Yeah, that's definitely closer to where we would want to be. It's still a little bit high. Just a question, so with the M6700, is there any volume discount applied to that right now? Because I know you said that you only did it on these models older than 6 months.
Yeah, so unfortunately it's kind of the whole clearance rack styles that we're trying to get rid of our older products.
Oh, okay, because I was going to ask you about that, what the reasoning was behind it.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, no worries. Yeah. And I went ahead and for the 6700, because we are trying to get them out, it was at 7 because I had a 4% from the warranty and a 3% from the delivery. So that brings it up to 7. I went ahead and added an extra 3% on it because we really want these people to get these hologram technologies out there. We believe it's the future of media in general, both in presentation and in movies. Sure. You've seen it; it looks amazing.
Yeah, I know my design guys. They were really excited about that. Again, it's not a necessity, but it was something that just really got them excited. And when they're doing such good work for us, I want to reward them for that and give them the tools to, like I said, it gives that visualization of the product that they're creating. So I mean that's a big, I would say influencer. Something that's really gonna help us want to continue to move forward is the hologram technology.
Yeah, of course. So I'm looking at some of the regulations my boss was telling me that I can do, which I can't.
Okay.
All right. So you said that this is looking a little bit high, right? Okay, perfect. So I'm trying to think of some of the other deals that we can give you right now. Would you be interested at all? Because I think with the situation that we are right now, because they are really expensive, we do have a leasing program that you're allowed to kind of test out some of our laptops for a certain amount of time. We could lease you some of our older models, for example. They're cheaper. There will be a bit of a markup because it is leasing. But you would be able to pay less if you just lease them for like the first year. And then that way, as we can continue on, you can kind of just trade in those old laptops after a year comes, be like, we don't want these anymore. We want to buy the more expensive ones. Something we could do is you can just be like, we want to hold on to these, or we can upgrade. Is that something that you're interested in? Or are you more interested in like buying laptops and having them?
Which models is the leasing available?
For all of them.
For all of them. And what would that look like as far as the price on the leasing?
Yeah,
for the 6700s, the M67.
Yeah, of course. For the leasing, I mean, first off, how much or how many would you be looking to lease is the real question.
I mean, like I said before, really as many as the M6700s as we can get.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, honestly, if we could get all of our computers to the M6700, that would be more than ideal, and then we can kind of work backwards from there.
Okay. So I went ahead. I'm just putting in like 50.
Okay.
So if you guys were to lease 50 of our M6700 for a year, this would be your total at the end of the year. You kind of be paying monthly.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. If we did
Wait, which one's the year? The 104?
Yeah, the 104. That'd be for 1 year. And then when the 1 year comes due, you can either, like I said, return them back to us, no questions asked. If you don't like them, you can, what am I saying? Oh, you can return back to us, no questions asked. You can either continue the leasing, which in case the markup charge will go down, or you can just pay the remainder of the price to pay for them all in total, and then just keep them, basically buy them from there. If we went ahead and, because the longer that you have them, the cheaper that the price goes. So if you guys had them for 2 years, 24 months, we'd be looking at that. However, markup cost does go down. So if we did 5 years, it would be at 10%. So 5 years would be like what, 60 months? And so that's what we'd be looking at a total of 5 years. But that would be spread out through 5 years. The monthly charge for you guys would only be $6,000.
Okay. The one, I mean, that could maybe work for some of the models, but kind of where my hands are a little bit tied right now is there's I can't remember, I don't have that sheet with me, but there's another company that offered us a very similar model. I'd say it's probably in between your M4700 and the M6700 model. A little bit slower processor, but a cheaper price, and they offered us a pretty good discount for buying in bulk.
Okay.
And that would get us really close to actually getting all 52 computers and a little bit above where our budget line was.
Gotcha. And we're very familiar with our competitors. Do you mind, is that confidential information, or are you allowed to share just kind of?
No, I could share with you.
So I know of Tech Light, Satellite, and Challenger.
It's Challenger.
It was Challenger, okay.
Yeah, that's who it was.
Perfect. So you're probably talking about their Mark 5000, and that's the one that includes the hologram technology. It is about the same price as our 4700. The thing with Challenger, and again, I don't like to speak negatively of other companies, but they have in the past stolen a lot of our patented technology, and so in the past we have sued them and won a lot of our lawsuits because of them. Their hologram technology, we believe they have stolen again, so we are currently in a lawsuit with them. So I would just warn you that in the future, it's not guaranteed that they'd be able to continue to support you if they would lose the rights to their product. In addition to that, our products are a lot more reliable than theirs. They may have the same specifications, but whether does it work or does it not? And that's kind of the balance. Ours, I can guarantee, will work 99% of the time. Theirs, well, I'm not a spokesperson for them,
right? So
I can't give you. But that is just a grain of salt.
Oh yeah, that's good, and I definitely trust your word on that. I don't think that you would just be saying those things about them to try and get business. And like I said, I haven't actually met with them yet.
Okay.
I've just received kind of that initial offer of we could do this price on our hologram model for a volume discount, and so
yeah, of course.
I wouldn't want to make any decisions to go with them unless I met with them, but it's just kind of where I'm sitting at as far as where my options are.
Yeah, of course.
And just with that price point there, it is appealing because of the price point, but I would definitely want to meet with them and maybe even bring up some of those things that you talked about with the patented technology and the reliability and things like that.
Absolutely. So I went ahead and threw a couple more numbers in here from what you were telling me and trying to understand. So we talked about the leasing a little bit. You do want to get your hands on the highest end, right? And just kind of see if they work. And you know what? If they don't work, you can always just send them back to us. And so that's why I went ahead and put 10 of our highest model, the 6000, into the leasing program, and you would be ended up with just shy of 20,000.
That's for the first year?
Yeah, that's at the very end of the first year.
Okay.
And so then I went ahead and put 40 in here, so that's what that brings that price to. So that plus that, you're looking at 220,000. Is that getting closer to your price?
Yeah, it is. I just would, with that, I mean that's definitely a very appealing price to me.
Mm-hmm.
Just thinking about now, as far as like how many models we want, maybe we could move some things around to, because I would like to own the 6700s. I mean, I've done my research on those and I have faith in them.
Yeah,
so
of course.
If we were to maybe, okay, let me look at that. What if we were to,
you know what? And if I'm willing to, I can offer you a discount. I do get commission from this, of course.
Yeah.
I am willing to offer you a discount based on my commission because I really do want this sale. It's very important to me. I am willing to offer you, if you guys get a majority of 6700s, so let's say 26 and then 24 of the other one, I can offer you guys an additional, well, we can play around with it, just maybe 5 to 10% discount.
yeah, let's take a look at it.
Okay.
That definitely sounds appealing to me.
So we have 10 on the other sheet for the first year, so that would be what, 16 on this one, and then 24 on this one, and then because that is majority, try an extra 15%. Try. I'm willing to go up to 20% on these. I don't think I could go any higher than that.
Mm-hmm. Okay, you know what? That looks pretty good to me.
So with that plus the lease of that, so let me just do a quick calculation here. So that's what would be due at the very end of the first year. However, I understand that you guys are looking for 30 to 40% or 30 to 40 days after payment. Due to special circumstances, because I kind of saw your face there, kind of read like you're thinking about it. We rarely do this, but I can make you, I can give you a pay period of 60 days.
Okay.
So we can do that 2 months. That's 2 complete cycles, pay periods. We can get your money back, and so you can, with the 50% down payment, and with 60 days after to pay off the rest, would that be able to work for you?
At that price right there?
Mm-hmm. Give you that extra 30 days to work with that, with the extra, I'm not sure what your price point is, but with the extra money that you're looking at here.
Yeah, I think this can definitely work. I might just need to switch a couple things around.
Of course, yeah. What are you looking at?
But yeah, I think we're gonna be able to reach a deal here for sure. I just am wondering if maybe what we could do is, because like I said, I have a ton of faith in the M6700s.
Mm-hmm.
Would it be possible at all if we went ahead and purchased maybe more of, so maybe we purchased 26 of the M6700s and then leased more of the M4700s.
Okay.
So that way maybe in the future we could purchase more of the M6700s if we're really seeing the benefit of those.
I really I understand that a lot. So how many of these do you think you'd be buying for the 47?
Let's start with 10 and lease the rest and kind of see where that puts us at.
Okay.
So we need to do, what is that, 18 leases of the M4700?
We did, so right now we're at 36, 14.
Okay.
Right?
Oh, that's right, because the other two, you offered me the free deal on.
So our total would be that.
Okay.
Is that just getting closer, I assume?
It's so close. Let's do 8 and then 12.
Oh, 8 and 12, that would be, sorry, 34. I think you went down.
Oh yeah, sorry. Let's see. So there's 12 here, and how much would you need?
32 on the other side.
34. So we need 16. Sorry.
No worries.
Yeah, I think that's definitely gonna work for us.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That sounds good. I like that.
Good to me.
Cool. Well, we'll go ahead and write up a contract. So we're looking at buy 4700, quantity 8, M6700, quantity of 26. I'm excited about this. Discount, I'll put it in the details below, of 14% and then 20. And then we'll look at the lease of the M4700, the quantity of 16 and a discount of 3%. There we go. And for that's a grand total of 207,557.38 with a 50% down payment. And what was the other thing we talked about? Oh, it was 60-day pay period. Does that look about right?
Yeah, looks good to me.
Sweet. Cindy, nice we could reach a
Pleasure,
deal.
John. Yeah.
Yeah.
Happy to do it.
Sweet.